intentions around creating how you deliver your content?
First of all, I'm a teacher, and I always try to find ways to help people achieve what they want to achieve. And I have a lot of knowledge accumulated over 30 years from, top people around the world, and a lot of experience to offer people. And people will sometimes say, oh, you're very talented with horses. It's like, actually, I'm not talented with horses. I'm a talented student, and I'm a talented teacher. And so then I can take information that, like, not everybody's a good teacher, but I can be a great student and extract the meaning, and then I can change it into something that, I always say that even a blonde could understand, right? So if I can understand it, then I can help other people understand it. It's like the job of a teacher is to make things as simple as possible. So that's first of all what I'm doing. I'm creating a curriculum that doesn't exist anywhere else in the world. I've taken all my knowledge and my experience and seen the holes, and I know a lot about people as learners and horses as learners, and I've tried to create something that will really be powerful and make fast changes for horses and people. Because if it doesn't change quickly, you're working on the wrong thing. So I feel like I don't even just feel like, I know after 2 years of teaching this way, I know I've nailed it, because I just see results very, very quickly. So that's the first thing, is I'm really honing my craft as a teacher, and putting together this curriculum that I thought I would do in 6 months. And here I am almost 2 years, and I still have 2 modules to finish, because I think of it in 3D. I think of it as a teacher, then I think of it as the student, and I think of it as the horse. And so I'm really going, does this make sense at all those levels? And then is it something people can actually do that's not, you don't have to be highly skilled in order to get this, because it will change so quickly. So that's the curriculum part of it. And then also on my website, I have a lot of tidbits for people who are not that serious, because let's face it, not everybody is as manic as most of the people on this podcast. We're like, we just want to suck up all the information. A lot of people just go, well, just tell me how to fix this and I'm done. Just tell me that, or I just want to learn this little tip and trick and whatever. I have a bit of that on my site. You can go in and get lots of little tips and things, about how to solve little problems and do this and do that. But the meat of it is the curriculum. And I'm always interested in people who want to be good with horses. Mm-hmm. And that's where I really put my energy and passion into helping people achieve those goals. Then as far as community, I don't know that I formed a community. I feel like I gave people a place to gather. Because I didn't go out saying, you all need to come here and this is what I'm doing. I mean, people have known me for many, many years, and they like what I do. And then when I, set this up, they just came. There's like, we're going where you're going, because we believe in you and we want to support you. And we love the people that gather around you. The communities are amazing, and negative people don't last, because such a positive, horse loving, sane community, there's not any crazy stuff going on. And so I think people get attracted to that. So community is what formed around me. I cannot take the credit for forming that. It's the people who make it up. I feel very privileged to be in their company, and that they even trust me to lead them and educate them with all these, things that I've come up with.
Well, I'm going to jump off script for a second, because I know, well, I have an insider understanding, because you helped get me onto the Parelli Foundation board, and you and I have been working on things even before that together. And so I was very much present, feeling everything that was going on at least from a distance, right? Not the same way. But one of the things that I know happened was a certain number of people who were professionals said, we're going with Linda. And my understanding was you were like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And in the analogy I gave somebody, see if you like this one. I said the analogy was Linda got a house, and she was at the front door, and she's inside, and she's going, "You guys leave me alone. I got to work. I got to get." And I love this analogy that you gave to Becky Witter. Becky Witter is one of the founders of Bay Area Savvy Players, and she told me after one of your events, she said, Linda said that it was the equivalent of having everything on a laptop, and then somebody took a laptop away, and I got this fresh laptop, so I have to start all over again, right? And I thought that was very kind of, that connected with me about what your challenge was. But here's the back to the analogy was, well, a bunch of professionals were standing outside your door, beating on the door, going, Linda, we're here with you. What are you going to do? We need a program. And you're like, no, I'm not ready to have a professionals program. And I remember, because I have been stayed close with you and Andrew and Sue and paying close attention to, Jesse, what everybody's doing. I sensed that you were like, guys, I got to spend some time developing this. And just like you said, you're 8 out of 10, so you're not even done yet. But yet you've also been able to have 2 Happy Horse, Happy Life conferences. You've been able to have, now we've got instructors. And of course, when I sit down with Andrew Wood and he tells me all about the business, and he just gets so passionate and talks about the books and all these kind of things, it's like the world told you, Linda, that you got to get going. And so why don't you tell us about that? That's a little off script, but I just thought it was very appropriate based on what you said.
Yes. Well, I think about how hard I worked the last 30 years and then, going through this life change, and I knew I had to do something, to carry this forward, but I didn't really know what I was going to do. And then when there was quite a number of instructors that said, former Parelli instructors that said, we want to go with you. Are you going to have an instructor program? I'm like, I haven't even thought about that. I'm just kind of reeling after everything that happened in my life. And so I said, I don't know. I'll let you know. I'll call you, but thank you for asking. And then Andrew, my business partner, goes, what are you doing? And I said, what do you mean? He said, they're asking you, they're begging you, and you're saying no? It's like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, I never thought of it that way. I was still regrouping me instead of being sensitive to everybody else's needs. It was a big wake-up call in all of that. And so, I often say to people, now you know why I look so tired. It's like I'm doing 1,000 things, but I have an incredible team, and, you cannot do this yourself. I don't care who you are. You're only as good as the people around you. And I have an incredible team. I have incredible partners. I have incredible support with instructors and my proteges and the community. I don't even know how to say it any better than that, but I couldn't have done that without everybody. There's no way. And, I was pushed in a lot of directions, and I couldn't have gone in those directions without that support. But, responding to people's needs was primary in the end.
Well, it's interesting, and I'm staying off script for a minute because we just got to go here. There was this drill. There was this drill that we did, and my wife was with me at one of the two-week module things. Renee was there, and we had to take a old carrot stick, and we had to smack the heck out of a barrel. And then we had to drop the barrel, and we had to run over and hug our partner. And if you were vibrating too much, if you were too high level, your partner said no, And so that was one of the first real times when I went, wow, how to drop my energy after all this kind of thing, right? And thinking back to obviously your energy in your life was huge change. And so I was wondering how it was going to go. And you and I had planned to see each other when you came out to Carmel for the first time, representing Happy Horse, Happy Life. And at the time, we had made a decision in the foundation to move on, and we actually made a little video, and unfortunately that didn't work out. It's okay. We had to go back to the well and rethink it, and I'm glad we did. I think we're much better. I love your Phoenix analogy.
Yeah.
But one of the things I did, Linda, was I walked over and I gave you a hug, and I felt your energy, and I knew how to feel that energy because of that hug thing that we did at Pagosa Springs. And I don't know if you'll remember, but I whispered in your ear, Linda, you're doing okay. And you whispered back, you said, Andrew, I am. And that was for me, because I was very concerned about you. We all were very concerned about you. And when that moment we connected, and I said it, then I went, okay. I said, and then I said, hey, we're really glad people, and you had told me, you said, Andrew, it's just amazing how many people in the world have stepped up to help out, and how many people came forward to help out. And I know people that came, and you said you were so appreciative, and you were so genuinely moved by this. And I reminded you, Linda, you created this too. It's you. It's your person. It's why I fell in love with you as a person, and as a mentor and a partner in 2002. And I still am just delighted to be here with you. It makes me just kind of tingle to be here.
You have to stop. I'm going to cry.
Well, but I'm just one of many, and listening to you describe, and just knowing, like, I knew these instructors because some of them were I have so many friends in the instructors program from over the years, and they were like, no, Linda, you have to have an instructors program. And then the other one is, I want to remind everybody, it's good to have a boss. It is good to have a boss, somebody who cares about you, that wants to mentor you, that wants you to develop. And what you had in Andrew, even though he's not a horse guy. In fact, he wants to go play golf and drive fast cars and go around the world. And it's his wife, Sue, who loves the horses. And she tells me she gets a lesson from you every day, which is just the most wonderful thing. But it's it's about the relationship, right?
Totally.
And so you earned it, Linda. You earned it, and we're just delighted to be along with you.
Well, I'm really humbled and grateful. And when I was going through all that big change, I was always one of those people that I'd step up to help others. I never asked for help. I never, and I would never have asked, and people just gave it. I'm going to cry. I mean, it was incredible. It was just so moving, Yeah.
And
I'm just so grateful.
I don't know.
I couldn't have done that without this.
It's wonderful. And the real you, thank you for really being vulnerable with us, because this is the real you, Linda. And it's why we care so deeply about you as a person, regardless of the horsemanship. And then the horsemanship, you're making a difference in the world. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
Linda, I'm going to get back on script.
Oh, thank God.
I'm going to start crying myself.